Handicapper Steve here, handicapping the racing from Laurel Park here on Friday. It is February the 10th, 2017. Gonna look at race number 8 from Laurel, but before I get onto that, remember to please follow me on Twitter at HorseRacingKid5 for more selections from racetracks across the world. Today's 10th race, today's 8th race from Laurel Park is the allowance race, purse $42,000. It's for fillies and mares, 4-year-olds and upwards, number 1, a race on the main claiming starter, or Maryland sired, or Maryland bred, or whichever one, 2 races. We have a field of 7 horses going the about, not exact, but it's about 1 mile and 1/16 on the main track. And I always wondered, before they did the renovation of Laurel in 2004 or 5, whenever they did it, they used to run a mile 16th races. It was never a bound. They used to have, I think they used to have a shoot back then also, another shoot for a mile 16th races. But after the renovation, they started running about mile 1/16th races. And, I wouldn't run the mile 16th races at Laurel. Like, if they ever want to get, like, a Breeders' Cup, which I think they will most likely get in the next 5 years, I would maybe get an auxiliary finish line at the 16th pole, right before the original finish line, and start this race from the standards finish line, because if you're gonna have 14 horse fields in the Breeders' Cup Juvenile, you could just throw out horses 6 through 14, because the run to the first term, you're basically on exactly the first turn at Laurel, and they're just gonna have to fix that hopefully in the next few years. But it's a small field, so the post position shouldn't be a problem. This one, I'm gonna go to the 5 horse, Seeing and Believing, as a top pick in this one. I'm gonna go 5-2-7 in trifecta, but number 5, Seeing and Believing, 3-1. Most recently, this horse had a start on the 8th of January at Laurel, 1 mile, Optional 16 claimer. Horse won by 4.5 lengths, was almost on the lead all throughout, setting the pace, and just had a very good going away victory. Was definitely the best horse in the field that day. Start before November the 18th, the Laurel mile 16th allowance race for $42,000. Horse finished 7th by 6 lengths, set the pace early on in the race, then really weakened out of it. The closers just overtook this horse. It just wasn't his best of starts. And then an optional 25 claimer at Laurel mile 16th, October 7th. Horse won by 3/4 of a length, had a very good, clear, nice victory. He's 1-for-1 on the main track at Laurel, or she is. She's had some nice races over the summer in Indiana and Kentucky. She had a very nice 3rd place finish in a very tough claiming race at Indiana, and before that she was running some nice races. But coming to Laurel, I think this horse should really do well. So to recap my bets now for race number 8 from Laurel Park here on this Friday afternoon, going to go with the 5 horse, going to go 5-2-7 in the trifecta. So good luck to all, and follow me on Twitter at HorseRacingKid5. Good luck, everyone.